And we're live on KEXP right now, right here in the live room at Oakland, California's own 25th Street recording. Very happy to present to you right now, live on KEXP, Pink Breath of Heaven.
to discover I know nothing matters. Oh, can't be.
Pink Breath of Heaven, live on KEXP, right here, 25th Street recording. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
It really was. I had to keep kind of taking one of my cans off so I could get the full effect of the amps in the room. Just like a shimmering wall of noise, which is on full display on their debut album that came out last year, Colors Make a Sound. You guys had a really good thing you wrote about that, talking about merging the vast textures of shoegaze with the boundless energy of modern psychedelia. I love that. What a rich kind of area to mine. And it points to kind of a synesthetic experience of like seeing colors and things like that. Do any of you kind of experience music at all like that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like Colors, that name sort of came from more so when I write music, it's kind of like a connection to all of the senses. And I sort of like lose sense of things, I guess. But I guess I don't know. I wouldn't really know what to compare. Like if someone says that they can hear or like hear colors, like I wouldn't know if I necessarily would have been able to do that because I can't compare to like someone else's experience. But those words kind of just came out when I was writing that song, so it wasn't necessarily like I experienced that and then I wrote about it, but it was just something that came out.
I love how individual a creative experience is. Like some people need like everything around all the time and very freneticness, and sometimes you need to kind of be cut off from senses like that.
Yeah.
What's the genesis of this band?
So I was writing a lot of songs around 2021 after I was going through this huge inspiration of music that I had just started listening to, kind of, you know, the psych rock stuff and shoegaze and all of that. I mean, I'm inspired by many, many different things. I wouldn't say just necessarily that, but I started writing a lot of these songs in 2021. I moved to San Francisco, and Marco is someone who's been in the band the longest, but he was in the band at the time, and then he knew Rex, who is, you know, I would say is like half of the sound. Together, that's Pink Breath of Heaven pretty much. But he knew Rex, and then me and Rex met, and then kind of just took off from there.
I'm familiar with Rex's sound from the Tamarind Project. I was happy to see that name in there. And I know that he's a veteran of the scene, and it seemed like you guys are... The history of San Francisco's music is really important to you and what you're carrying forward. I wonder if you would speak to that a little bit.
The history of the music?
Well, I think San Francisco, I grew up here, and I think Liv coming here, just like feeling that energy, I think it did inform, you know, the sound of the album, and whether it's the weather or kind of to what you spoke to earlier, I think art in general can transcend any sense, and wherever we channel the creativity from, whatever pool we're dipping our feet into, it comes from so many places. And I think San Francisco is a nexus for that, and in such a dark and kind of Hitchcockian way or something, you know. So I feel like I think we were both kind of tapped into something similar. So when we met, it really made sense. And I got chills the first time she sang one of her songs in the studio with me, you know, and the fact that we both felt comfortable enough, it also transcended just like a normal band project thing or something that sort. It was just like, oh, like you're tapping into that too. And we could kind of recognize that with each other, that we felt the energy coming from wherever it does. And I think this city is definitely part of it too, the Bay Area. And it's it's there's a lot of baggage to carry with that too, and there's also just a lot to live up to also. So
Yeah, Rex has lived in San Francisco his whole life.
I have, yeah, but it's hard to follow some of the things that have happened here before, but it's tough to claim it like, yo, we're like doing this San Francisco thing, and I'm not like a real genre person. Like I come from the hardcore scene originally, so but these days you kind of need some keywords to, things are so postmodern. So yeah, it's nice to channel a little bit of that energy though, and hopefully people can feel that when they listen to the record.
Yeah. I can really relate to the like immensity of like a city's musical legacy. So many of us are from Seattle down here, and that's a thing we throw around a lot. I don't hear that enough about San Francisco and the Bay Area, which is a huge jumping off point for brilliant creativity for decades. So I appreciate that being name checked. Do you feel like there's a scene or community here that you all kind of come from that is rich and is mutually inspiring?
I mean, I only lived here for like 3 years, but I mean, I feel like Marco could maybe speak to it a bit. I don't know. And Rex too, but.
I think like our scene, what I've noticed in the city is like different than, I haven't really played music in other cities like that, but it's just like with Rex and all these people, like he has this discography. I'm just like, hey, I met Liv at a bar and I'm like, she writes really good songs. You should check these out. He's like, yeah, throw them on. He checked them out and he's like, dude, these are rad. Let's record it. It was never like, oh, well, what's this going to be a part of hers? That's like, San Francisco's this is good and I want to see it grow. I'm not trying to make a scene or do something. Like we all just kind of came together like that. And it was just like, the songs are rad. Let's make them more rad. Let's play. Let's put our heart into it. And yeah, that's kind of how it's been rolling.
Right on. Do you have like the thing dialed in of how you get it from that song that's been written into the studio onto the stage, or does it kind of take different forms?
Well, sometimes it really changes over time. Obviously in the beginning I had demos and I brought them to Rex and, sometimes he would send me some music that he's written and, if something felt right, if something just came pouring out, we would record it. Now that I'm not living in San Francisco anymore, a lot of times I will send something I write in a DAW or something, or I'll send a voice memo, or he'll send me something he's writing, and so it's definitely it's useful when you can use tools like that because you can really expand an idea and communicate to someone in a vast way. But I have a feeling that's gonna change too. Like, I don't know. The second album that we're working on, like, things are probably gonna be a little bit different, so.
Which is what I was gonna ask you about next. Yeah. How's that process going?
It's good. I feel like we could write 2 more albums right now. We have like so many songs. We even have songs that we didn't put on the other one that I'm thinking about putting on the second one. But yeah, it's going really good. We're really excited about it.
Fantastic. And I would advise everybody check out their debut, Colors Make a Sound, came out last year. Listened to it last night quite a few times. So I was really looking forward to seeing y'all in here today. Thank you for bringing your sound in here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Pink Breath of Heaven, live on KEXP. I'm Larry Mizell Jr., and you power all of this music, all of these artists getting to bring their expression to the world via our YouTube channel and so many other means that you make possible. So make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and follow that YouTube so you can see when this excellent session drops. We're live on KEXP right here at 25th Street recording, KEXP.org, where the music matters.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.